Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Coming up in this video, we're going to give you a full tour and review of the iconic and hugely popular Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. We'll give you a full room tour of the Tower King room we stayed in. We're going to show you around the absolutely huge 120,000 square feet casino floor and show you all of the food and drink options available to you here in the Luxor. Just in case you're considering traveling in pool season, we're going to give you a full tour of the pool area. And we'll finish off by showing you the shows and entertainment available here at the Luxor Las Vegas. So the Luxor is probably one of the last extremely themed casinos and hotels in the whole of Las Vegas. A lot of the newer ones are going more neutral. Location wise, it's down the south end of the strip, which is just between Mandalay Bay and Excalibur. All three are MGM properties and they are connected by a complimentary monorail service. You can also walk between them. For us, one of the huge benefits of staying at the Luxor at this end of the strip is how close it is to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. We were able to leave the hotel and walk past the Mandalay Bay, a further 10 minutes down the road to get to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign on our first morning. We were there quite early, the queues were small, we got to have photographs with Elvis for tips. Absolutely amazing. This shows you just how close to the airport you are. You can see all the private jets here. This is actually the sign for Las Vegas Harry Reid Airport, and that's just next to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. There's a lovely little wedding chapel that you see on the way past, and of course there's plenty of gift shops. So let's take a look at those independent Tripadvisor reviews. Based on over 65,000 reviews on Tripadvisor, the Luxor has an overall rating of 3.4 out of 5, making it one of the more budget-friendly options, but also one of the more polarizing hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. Some of the things guests like include excellent value for money, especially if you book deals, the iconic pyramid and overall theming. Where else in the world can you sleep inside a pyramid? Large open plan casino, which is easy to navigate, comfortable tower premier rooms, and a good location, handy for Mandalay Bay, Allegiant Stadium, and of course the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Let's also take a look at some of the common complaints. The original pyramid rooms can be a bit dated. I have read that a few times. Resort fees. No one likes resort fees, but of course we didn't pay for those because we were on the all-inclusive deal, and you can have the resort fees waived or comped if you are gambling significantly in the casino, so keep that in mind. Limited room amenities. The regular rooms do not have a microwave or a refrigerator. I can back that up because our room didn't have a refrigerator and it was a bit of a pain. Long walks. The resort is absolutely huge and it takes time to get from one part of the resort to another. Another common theme seems to be inconsistent housekeeping. While lots of the rooms are clean and fine, others report maintenance issues or inconsistent cleaning standards. I think overall, just to summarise, this is a good option if you want an iconic Vegas hotel, a lively casino and good value for money. It's probably not for you if you're looking for a luxury resort with modern rooms and premium amenities. Opinions do vary, guys, so as always, if you fancy it, go and give it a go yourself. So guys, the Luxor opened in 1993 and instantly became one of the most recognisable hotels and resorts in the whole of Las Vegas. With its giant black pyramid, a replica of the Sphinx, and the powerful sky beam light that shines out from the top of the pyramid at night time, it's hard to miss the Luxor. It's located in the south side of the strip, just between the Excalibur and Mandalay Bay, which means it's quite close to the airport. It only took us about 19 minutes to get from the airport to the hotel, and that included spending quite a bit of time at traffic lights. It cost us about $19, and the hotel has its own dedicated rideshare area where you get dropped off. Go ahead, my darling. Hotel registration upstairs?
Yeah.
Here, I'll take a bug.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So from the rideshare area, we just come in and then you're upstairs to reception. So if you're arriving by rideshare, like a lot of people do nowadays, from the minute you enter the hotel from that entrance, it's really well signed and it's clear how you get to the reception and check-in area. Like most casinos and hotels in Las Vegas, the Luxor is absolutely huge, so it takes you a little minute or two to get to the check-in area, but that gives you time to take in and appreciate the amazing theming within this hotel. And if you need a coffee hit, you'll walk past a Starbucks on the way there. We were checking in on a Friday night, so it was busy, I'm not going to lie, but I think that just added to the vibe and the buzz within the hotel. And on your first arrival night in Las Vegas, that's exactly what you want. It's all self-service check-in at the Luxor, so you're using one of those iPad kiosks. You even have to go and print your room key out yourself. We weren't a big fan of this. We'd rather see someone in person, try the $20 trick to get an upgrade, like we did at the Paris Hotel last year. So we were staying in a king room in the East Tower, and it was really easy to find this from the reception area. We just followed the signs for the silver elevators and it brought us straight here. Like most resorts and hotels nowadays, you have to use your room key to gain access to the elevator and then select your floor from there. We're staying on the 8th floor in a Tower Premier King room.
We're in room 8340. This is in the tower. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Hi.
Come on in, have a look around.
We would love to.
Come on in, let's get the door closed and then we will go from here. First off, as soon as you walk into the room, it seems massive.
It does.
Really, really spacious,
Yeah.
and quite bright. Actually, considering the dark woods and that, it's quite bright. Should we start in here and then we'll come back to the bathroom?
Yeah.
So you have a little towel there when you come in and then you're straight into the carpet.
Yes.
This is a big mirror here for checking yourself before you go out.
Lovely.
It's lovely actually.
Ah,
this is
I love
obviously
the
a connecting
colouring.
room, but we've made sure that's double locked.
Yes.
Little area here for your suitcases.
Yes.
There's not room under your bed for your cases, so they have a separate area for that. And then this big works desk here. Lovely light. There's USB socket on there. There's a normal American socket on there as well. Decent sized TV.
Yeah.
What was that, about 50 inch?
I'd say about a 50 inch.
50
yeah.
inch, something like that. Decent size. Chair here in case you're going to do any work, although why would you when you're in Las Vegas?
Hopefully you wouldn't. You should be clocked off.
Let's have a look at the drawer space, now we'll come around the rest of it.
Oh, good deep drawers there.
Two
Yeah.
massive big
Soft
deep drawers
close.
on this side, soft close. Same on the bottom here, and then this one is where your safe is.
Oh.
So it's one of the top load safes. Same idea, it works exactly the same. Put your 4-digit code in and it opens and locks. Wardrobe space.
Oh, that's
Not a
good
lot of hangers.
size.
There's only 3 hangers there. Oh, sorry, there's 3 on this side. So 6 hangers altogether,
Yeah.
but plenty of space. You could also set your suitcases in there if you
You
didn't want to be
could,
looking at
yeah.
them. Get them in out of the
If you're
way.
like me and want to keep the room tidy.
2 lovely green occasional chairs here, which I think
they're
are nice.
lovely, right in the window.
Ice bucket and some plastic glasses there. Of course, all the hotel rooms have ice machines on most of the floors. We have a little bit of a view. I love the big glass windows. That'll let loads of light in the daytime. If you go around this way, you can see the pillar for the Luxor and the Sphinx and stuff like that. That's going to be beautiful at night time when that's all lit up, you know.
Oh, it is.
Really
yeah.
nice. And they've gone consistent with the lights. The little lamps here are identical to the big floor lamp over there. This is a king suite, so this is a king size bed. And both decent sized bedside tables with lamps on it. Again, those lamps have USB and normal American plugs. Phone in case you need to get in touch with reception. I didn't notice the mirrors initially. The nice gold mirrors, one at each side of the bed. Although it's
Yeah.
slightly obscured with the lamps, but it's nice that there's additional mirrors there if you need it.
Yeah,
Like this headboard set up too, you know.
it's lovely. And I love the way the decor goes all around the room like
Everything
that
is
too,
filtered the whole
yeah.
way around, to be honest.
Really
and then you
nice.
have a nice Nevada desert painting here with a couple of additional little lights here that we don't have on actually, but I don't know how that works.
Maybe it's that switch there. There you
There
go.
As if by magic. Yeah, lovely. Again, so big, high ceilings,
Yeah,
big
it
room
does
here.
seem very grand, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. And it's kind of, the bathroom is lovely. We actually have a tub and a shower separate. Okay. So nice. Start with the sink and vanity.
Yes.
There's not space underneath here, but this is a big enough space for what you need.
Yeah.
Love all the gold fixings.
And a lovely big lit up mirror as well.
Really
which is
bright.
a nice light, isn't it?
It's because the light's coming down from above.
Yeah.
Really bright, fantastic.
Yeah.
If you want to come over here, so a bit of art on the wall here.
Yeah.
Loo and your towel rack, everything there, pretty standard. floor to ceiling tiles, all in the same kind of idea. And then in here you have a decent sized shower. It's not a raindrop shower, it's coming out of the wall, but it is that kind of style.
Yeah.
And they give you the body wash and shampoo in here included. There's also an additional little rack here for your towels. And then you have a tub.
That's a nice touch, isn't it?
We've not had a bathroom or a bath
No.
in Vegas before, have we? So
We haven't.
we'll see if we might use that. We'll see
We
if we have
might,
time
if
to
we
use
get
that.
time. It's all about the time, isn't it?
We're fitting so much in. We've got so much to squeeze in these couple of days because there's so much included with this deal we have. So
I know.
But all
There's
in
just
all,
one more thing I want you to do.
what's that?
Lie on the bed and tell me what it feels like.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, that is so soft.
Is that nice? I
That
can't
is-
lay on it because
oh.
I'm so tired.
Oh, we're going to sleep in this tonight.
Yeah.
Honestly, that is so. I like a soft bed. I'm sunk into that. That is soft. I'm assuming I need to get up because I could literally, if I close my eyes,
You could
I
sleep.
will fall asleep. So
Lovely. So that is the room tour of
this
a
is-
tower room.
8340
Yeah.
on the East Tower, I believe it is,
Yeah.
at the Luxor, and really happy with it. It's going to be a great little base for us for the next couple of days. Cannot wait. So guys, I was dying to get out onto the casino floor, so let me take you on a little tour and tell you a little bit about this absolutely huge casino here at the Luxor. With 120,000 square feet of gaming space, the casino here at the Luxor is one of the largest and most distinctive in the whole of the Las Vegas Strip. It's reasonably easy to navigate because the whole thing sits underneath the distinctive pyramid all on one level. I've got to say, I like the layout here, and there's loads of bars and restaurant options available straight off the casino floor, which makes it handy. There's more than 60 live table games, which include craps, roulette, mini baccarat, 3-card poker, and of course blackjack. They have $5 blackjack on almost every day, which is one of the only casinos on the Strip that has this. You'll find the sports book on the back wall of the casino. It's a decent size, comfortable seating, high tops there, and all the sports you can imagine are available on the screens. They have over 1,100 slot machines and electronic gaming machines, ranging from 1 cent denomination the whole way up to high limit slots. You're going to find all your favourites here, like Dragon Link, Buffalo Link, Wheel of Fortune, Huff and More Puff, Moo Mummy, Invaders from the Planet Moolah, you name it, they've got it in here. Make sure you sign up for an MGM rewards card at the desk so you can try and accumulate some free play or comps. So let's move on to my favourite part, the food. There's 11 different restaurants and cafes within the Luxor, so let's face it, you're not going to go hungry. Jem and I were on the all-inclusive MGM package for the 2 nights we stayed here. For breakfast options on the first morning, we went to the backstage deli, which we really enjoyed. We have done a full and separate restaurant review on each of the restaurants we've eaten in on the all-inclusive package, so keep an eye out for those on the channel. But we enjoyed the backstage cafe. On our second morning, we went to the Pyramid Cafe, and this place was fantastic. We were a bit dubious because it seems a bit old-fashioned, but the food, the service, the portion size, everything was great. We'd highly recommend that. And again, there's a restaurant review going up on the Pyramid Cafe just to show you all about that. There's a good mix of quick service and table service restaurants available, and of course there's more than one Starbucks. So we had dinner at Diablo's Cantina one evening, and we were so looking forward to this. It's so inviting, the music's great, the vibe seems good, the theming looks good, and the food looked great. But guys, this ended up being our most disappointing meal in the whole of Las Vegas. Check out the video to see what happened there. Plenty of other options available, including Public House, which is their sports bar. They actually have a food court hidden away in the corner on the upper level, just near the Bodies exhibition. This is handy if you just want a quick or cheaper bite. As I mentioned before, we were on the all-inclusive package. It also included options at Mandalay Bay, like the Noodle Shop and Tom's Watch Bar at New York, New York. We've done review videos on both of those. So the pool here at the Luxor is called the Oasis pool, and when all 4 pool areas are open, it's one of the largest pool complexes in the whole of Las Vegas. When we were here, there's some construction work going on, so only 2 of the pools were open, but you know what? It was still plenty big enough. This pool is definitely designed more for chilling as opposed to partying, I would say. If you want to party, there's probably more lively pools available across the Las Vegas Strip. The pool's open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the main season. You have to show your room key to get in. There are, of course, free towels available, and there are complimentary sun loungers on a first come, first served basis. There are private cabanas and day beds available to rent. Of course, you can order food and drinks and cocktails from the bar using QR codes handily dotted around the pool area. There's whirlpool spas available around the edge of the pool, and there is music playing to create a bit of an atmosphere, but it's not too loud, it's not too in your face. So even though 2 out of the 4 pools are closed in 2026 right now for renovations, there's still plenty of pool area here. And of course, you are welcome to use the pool at Mandalay Bay free of charge because the renovations are going on here. You just have to show your room key and they'll let you in, no questions asked. The pool area at Mandalay Bay is absolutely beautiful. We actually go there on day one, and you can check that out in our day one video if you want to see what that's like. So there's plenty of options available for shows and exhibitions here at the Luxor. We went to the Blue Man Group, which was hilarious. Of course, there's Bodies, the exhibition, which has been running here for a long time. There is the Titanic Artifact exhibition, which has lots of recreations and original things from the Titanic. They also have a Discovering King Tut's Tomb exhibition, which recreates how all that happened. And of course, they have Carrot Top, which is one of the longest running comedy shows in the whole of the Las Vegas Strip. We had tickets to the Blue Man Group included with our all-inclusive experience at MGM, and this did not disappoint. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it was hilarious. Loads of crowd interaction and music. These guys were incredible. So guys, as I've mentioned a few times during this video, we were on the all-inclusive deal. This was originally announced back in March 2026 and is still ongoing. You can still book this deal for future stays. You can stay either at the Luxor or the Excalibur. We obviously chose the Luxor. We got 2 nights at the Luxor in a King Tower Premier Room, 6 meals including alcoholic drinks, show tickets, tickets to the Big Apple roller coaster, all for $512 we paid. Now, I worked out we were paying it separately. The room would have been $180. The 6 meals and an alcoholic drink, averaging $70 for a couple. That's $420. $100 on average for the show tickets. $27 for the roller coaster per person, and $25 in free play. That adds up to $777, and we paid $512. So we gained at minimum $267, probably more to be honest, because we didn't have an alcoholic drink with breakfast, but if you're in Vegas and you fancy it, you absolutely could. We think this is a fantastic deal. We definitely got great value for money, and as I said, this deal is still ongoing. You can still book it on the MGM website. If you're going to stay at the Luxor anyway, it's a no-brainer. So guys, just to summarise our stay at the Luxor, I know some people hate it, but I've got to say we really enjoyed our stay here. We loved the vibe, it was busy all weekend, our room was big, it was comfortable, it was clean. The only downside, there was no refrigerator, but it's not the end of the world. We loved the casino at the Luxor, it was huge, and the $5 blackjack, it's hard to find anywhere in Vegas, so that was great. I suppose the whole trip was sweetened a little bit by the fact that we were on the all-inclusive package, so we didn't need to worry about the cost of food or drink, but you know what, overall, we had a good time and we definitely wouldn't put anyone off staying here. If you're watching this, it's a pretty safe bet that you are considering staying at the Luxor, or at least considering a trip to Las Vegas. If you are, our travel day is on the channel already, and what a day it was. We arrived into Las Vegas early evening, checked into the Luxor, and then went straight onto the Strip for dinner at Tom's Watch Bar, New York, and some gambling and drinks with friends. There's new Vegas videos going up every Thursday, and the rest of the trip includes 2 nights in Las Vegas Strip, gambling, food and restaurant reviews, 2 nights downtown at Circa, the Fremont Street experience, and gambling in as many of the downtown hotels as we possibly can. This is our best Las Vegas trip to date, guys, and we cannot wait to share it with you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and come along with us.